In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to rank on Amazon in 7 simple steps. This video will be perfect for you if you are launching your company on Amazon and you want to understand the basics, the foundation of how ranking on Amazon works and exactly what your team needs to do in order to rank high, be successful, beat out your competition, and be highly profitable. And this video will also be super helpful for you even if you're already familiar with Amazon and you want to know the latest and greatest ranking hacks, because what worked a couple years ago doesn't work anymore. So this stuff is the latest and greatest hacks that is working now for our clients. So first of all, just diving in, it's very important that you nail all 7 of these steps, because if you're lacking on one of these steps, you're basically fucked. So the story of Amazon right now is it's the biggest store in the world by far and continuing to grow every year, which also makes it more competitive every year. So it is harder than ever to rank high on page 1. But the cool part is if you can rank high on page 1, the upside is bigger than ever because the traffic and the sales volume on the top half of page 1 is bigger than ever. So if you fall behind in terms of the latest tips, tricks, hacks, strategies, Amazon's not going to be profitable for you. But if you do stay ahead and stay on top of the latest tips, tricks, hacks, strategies, you can outrank your competitors even if they have a bigger budget than you or even a better product than you. So step number 1 is CRO, optimizing your conversion rate. If you do not have your listings conversion rate completely optimized, you will never be highly profitable on the Amazon platform. So before you do anything, make sure your conversion rate is fully optimized. If you want to know exactly how to do that, you can see my full CRO ultimate guide in the playlist on the end screen at the end of this video. Step number 2 is optimizing your reviews. Now this goes hand in hand with conversion rate. The more reviews you have, the better your conversion rate's going to be and the more sales you're going to have. As a rule of thumb, my strategy is the 30-30 and 100-100 method. That is getting 30 reviews in our first 30 days and 100 reviews in our first 100 days. When we get that, it tends to be a great launch and we tend to rank really high. A very common problem that I see when companies come to us is they're like, hey Riley, we launched a while ago, sales aren't great. I'll look at their listing. I'm like, oh, you launched 3 months ago. You got 16 reviews. That's your biggest priority, is getting to that 100 reviews ASAP. And if you want to know exactly how we do that, you can see my reviews ultimate guide video. Step number 3 is optimizing your price. A common misconception / what doesn't work anymore is in the past, maybe you could just throw your product on Amazon at regular price and expect for people to find your product, buy your product when you have a low amount of reviews. That does not work anymore. The new reality in today's hyper-competitive marketplace is when you launch, you need to start with an aggressive sale price. So on Amazon, the lower your price, the more sales you're gonna get, and thus the higher you're gonna rank. So in general, I say price as low as you can during launch phase. As a rule of thumb, I say the 25% off rule. Start at 25% off your regular price. And then as soon as you are eligible, you are going to launch a 40% off subscribe and save coupon if you are a consumable like supplements or CPG. This can be very powerful. We were able to rank a client for a super competitive keyword, ACV gummies, on the top of page 1 by doing this 40% off subscribe and save coupon hack. Very powerful. If you are not using that during launch phase, you are leaving a lot on the table. Now, of course, with pricing, there's no one size cookie cutter strategy. This requires a conversation with every client. What's your inventory situation? What's your cash flow situation? And what are your short, medium, and long-term goals for every product? And then we set the pricing strategy for launch. And then from there, adjust based on what makes sense for that product's goals. Step number 4 is click-through rate. So down here, all 3 of these elements are conversion. And the last 3 steps are going to be about traffic. And I have the conversion elements, the first 3 steps, because first you need to get your conversion optimized before sending any traffic or else you're wasting your money. But in between traffic and conversion is getting the click, and that is CTR, or click-through rate. Now, there are actually many factors that influence if someone will click on your listing, because they can see several things. They can see the main image, the title, the price, the discount, the coupon, the reviews, the rating, and the shipping time. So all those things influence click-through rate, and optimizing all those things is absolutely huge for being highly profitable on Amazon. If you do not optimize those things, you're leaving tons on the table and you probably won't be profitable. But when people say click-through rate, biggest thing they're thinking of is the main image. So in a nutshell, what you're going to want to do is do what I call the AB4 method. That is A/B test 4 strategic main image concepts inside of Seller Central. You go to sellercentral.amazon.com/MYE. That will take you to the Manage Your Experiments dashboard, where you can set up A/B experiments of main images. If you do not do that, you are going to be leaving tons of money on the table. Long story short, how are you going to create the best main images? Well, what I tell companies is just get 4 main image concepts designed by an Amazon main image expert. Do not try to do it yourself if you're not an expert. Get it done by someone who specializes in Amazon main image optimization. Just like with YouTube thumbnails, there's all different types of strategies and types of thumbnails to optimize for click-through rate. I've been doing YouTube thumbnails for 8 years. Same thing with Amazon main images. There's really a lot of strategy that goes into it. And if you want to have my team optimize your main image for you, as well as optimize your complete listing, you can get in touch at amazingcreative.io. All right, so to recap, we've optimized our conversion rate of our listing, we've optimized our reviews, we've optimized our price, we've optimized our click-through rate. Now we're going to go into sending traffic to our Amazon listing and how we optimize that. Starting with step number 5, optimizing your pay per click, PPC, aka Amazon advertising. Now there's tons that goes into Amazon ads. You can see my ultimate guide video on that, but I'm going to tell you the latest and greatest thing that's working right now that almost no brands know about and no brands are doing correctly, which is SBV, which stands for sponsored brand video, aka video ads. Now, over the past couple of years, I have been trying to figure out the best, most bang for your buck style of video ad that actually works on Amazon. And I've cracked the code, and it's what I call the billboard method. So the billboard method is basically, instead of thinking of video ads as videos, think of them as just static image billboards. And the cool thing is, in the past with my products for video ads, I spent a bunch of money to get like fancy videos produced, but the past couple of years I found the minimum effective video is actually just this. It is a static big bold headline on one side and then some video on the left. And this is really effective because on desktop, when you scroll down, thousands of people are just seeing this static image, which is a thumbnail for the video. But there's a trick to it, because Amazon does not allow you to upload a thumbnail for your video ads. But what I've found out is the thumbnail is the 5-second mark. So with my billboard method, which has an unchanging headline on the right, people are guaranteed to see your headline when they scroll down on desktop. And the purpose of a headline is make sure it is comparison based or curiosity piquing. And the purpose of the headline is to get them to click the video, and then the purpose of the video is to get them to click the listing, and the listing does the selling. So that's the hack for you. Try it out. And if you want to use my templates right here in Canva, you can see a link to that below. And also a cool thing is, even if you don't have any video content, you can just put your best photography on one side. Like I did for this client, I put a close-up of their gummy, can still be very effective. And just to show some quick case studies, I'm going to come over to our case studies page and come down here. This video ad cut ACoS in half. For this client, it doubled sales, cut ACoS in half. And for this one, it also doubled sales and reduced ACoS. So I'm seeing consistently that this strategy can be by far the most profitable, effective form of Amazon advertising. When done right, it can be an absolute game changer. Step number 6 is optimize your SEO, aka organic rank. Now, SEO stands for search engine optimization, which is a big, broad subject, basically how to get your stuff ranked high in search engines. So just like Google SEO, Amazon SEO is very similar. It's just how to get your product ranked on the top 10 or top 20 where most of the clicks and sales happen for your target search terms. Same for YouTube SEO. My target search term for this video is how to rank on Amazon. Maybe that's what you typed in. And when people say SEO, they are usually talking about search term SEO, which basically means making sure the right keywords or search terms are on your page, front end, and in the back end. Now, what used to work is keyword stuffing and just throwing a bunch of keywords everywhere. That's not what works anymore because the algorithm is AI based now. It's smart. So keywords actually don't matter. All you got to do is just make sure your top 3 obvious bread and butter keywords are in your title once, bullet points once, A+ once, and in the back end once. That's it. And then the cool part about SEO / ranking high organically is do all of the other 6 steps right, you are going to rank high organically. In fact, the whole entire point of Amazon and why you click this video is to rank high organically, doing all of these things. I just have SEO as one of my steps to refer to search term optimization and just making sure you are focusing on organic rank as your North Star, specifically being in the top 10 or top 20 for your main bread and butter keywords. What I found is if you don't have any top 20 organic rankings for your main keywords, long term, it's not going to be a profitable product. So to recap, we've optimized our conversion, we've optimized our click-through rate to get the most clicks, and we've optimized our traffic, pay-per-click traffic and organic traffic. But the funny thing about Amazon these days is even if you optimize all of this stuff for competitive niches, sometimes that's still not enough to rank high on page 1. Step number 7 comes in EXT or external traffic. There are many flavors of driving external traffic, but I will tell you the easiest, most bang for your buck hack, and that is the giveaways hack. There are several giveaways or rebate sites out there where you can list your product for free after rebate, where savvy shoppers will go there and it will bring them to your Amazon listing where they will buy for full price, and then that site sends them a rebate for that product 30 days later. So Amazon sees you're getting a bunch of external traffic, which they love because you're bringing people to their site and everyone's clicking, everyone's buying. It's going to spike your conversion rate up and your sales velocity up, which is basically how the ranking algorithm works. It's a factor of conversion rate and how much you've sold over the past 180 days. So the giveaways hack can be very effective. And the website that I've used for giveaways, you can see a link to that in the description, not sponsored. So send this video to your team. If they implement all of these pillars, you're going to be better off than the vast majority of brands on Amazon. Just doing the first principles, the fundamentals of Amazon right, plus implement the hacks that I talked about, you're definitely going to have a competitive advantage. This is just the beginning. I have complete long form videos on each of these steps, which you will find inside the playlist right here on the end screen, which is my full course on Amazon strategy right here on YouTube. I don't gatekeep anything on my channel. I have detailed tutorials on each of these so you can choose your own adventure, and I will see you in one of those videos. And by the way, if you found this helpful, a like would be appreciated, and I will see you on the next video. Oh, or if you want my agency to implement everything for you, you can go to amazingmarketingco.com.